Okay, so now that we're ready to package our soil, we've got our 9 by 5 tins here. So the first thing we need to do is I've already tared this to 0. So now we're going to tear it again because each tin is going to be slightly different weight. So you got to do this every time. So I'm going to tear this. So now it's teared for this tin. And yeah, try again. We should be getting pretty close to 0 here. Okay, so that looks good to me. Okay, so now I can add my 25, my 25-ish milligrams of soil. So I'm gonna get it in here. And again, you should be wearing gloves. So I'm just gonna spread it out. And you will get a good idea of how much soil is around 25 milligrams. So ideally you start with too little because it's always easier to add. It's much harder to subtract soil from your. So you want to make sure that you're not spilling any out. And then you want to see, okay, did I get my. So, for example, this is 29 milligrams. That's sort of on the upper edge of kind of what we want to allow. I would probably call that okay, as long as you're not over 30. So I am going to, so you record the mass on your data sheet. And this foil pouch is ready to be sealed. So you just clamp the top shut here. Nice and flat. Then you make a Z or an S shape. Clamp it again. And then you fold over. Okay. So now you've got your recorded mass. And you want to remember your plate is going to be well labeled. Both with your name, the samples that are in the plate, and the number of the plate, because it's pretty useless if we get our plates mixed up. And then I'm gonna record which cell this sample goes into, and that's all it is. So then you start on the next sample. Then before you start, make sure you clean your area down in acetone if you've got soil spilled, and you don't need to be super clean because the soils are all a similar value. So if a little bit of soil A gets into soil B, it's not the end of the world, but we want to avoid cross-contaminating with big chunks because then we won't really know what we're doing. So, okay.